Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome to IFL, Inspiration for Your Life. Thank you so much for popping in. It is September 11th, and we do remember and we'll never forget the tragic thing that happened over 21 years ago. But hopefully we will grow and learn from it, and that'll never ever happen to anyone in our country or anywhere else. All right, guys. So it's great to be with you, whether you're with me at 11 p.m. Right here on September 11th. So welcome, everyone. I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, and you're watching Inspirations for Your Life or listening to the podcast. So our topic for the week is what is anchoring? What is anchoring? I think that's where we want to go, right? What is anchoring? And so I can tell you that anchoring is pretty cool, and it's something that can really help you change your life. If you want to change your life. Okay, I'm not saying you're going to, but if you want to change your life, it's there to change your life. All right. All right, so whether you're with me at 11 p.m., 11 a.m., 3 a.m., 3 p.m., 6 a.m., 6 p.m., thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. All right, guys, so let's get into the master topic for tonight, the granular topic, I should say, and that is how to anchor with touch. So I've been talking a lot about, neuro-linguistic programming and anchoring, and I've been giving you more of a basis to what it is, but I haven't really did anything specific, right? So the thing I want to share with you is that this is something that can really be a game changer for a lot of people. So let's start out. I want to get right into it. And then we'll go through it a couple times, make sure you understand it. And then once that happens, we'll move forward and we'll go ahead and we will basically make sure that you're good and that you're able to practice it and things like that, right? So I think that's the most important thing for everyone. And so when we think about, the whole concept of neuro-linguistic programming, I think it can be challenging for some people because they don't quite understand like how it works, right? They don't quite understand it, but with a little practice, you will understand it. So I'm going to make it really easy for everyone tonight. So the first piece of it is going to be entering the state you want to be in. So you can do this for lots of different states. It doesn't really matter what it is. So let's say you want to think of right now being abundant, like financially abundant. I know that's something I get from a lot of my clients. They want to know how to be abundant right away. So abundance is a feeling, right? Abundance is not something that just happens to you. It's a feeling. So you got to feel abundant, and then abundance will change around you. All right. So thinking about abundance right now. All right. And thinking about how you're doing with all this money coming in, just having infinite amounts of money, just being able to feel that amount of money, just knowing you can spend money for everything. It feels really good. I mean, you could just write checks for anything you want. You could buy anything you want. It feels really good, doesn't it? So we enter into the state we want to be in. Okay, I remember the time, what I saw, how I felt holding that money, how you felt, getting that money. How did that change you when you know that money was there? It kind of changed your life, didn't it? It definitely changed your life. And so when we think about it, you can feel really, really good. What did you see? What did you hear? What did you touch? What did you smell? And now that you remember all those things and you remember the situation you were in, I can take my finger right now, okay? And literally I could take my finger, and I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to, as I'm feeling those great things, I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to put it right here, right at my wrist. I'm going to put it right here, right here, just before my wrist. Just going to put it right there. Okay? I'm going to take it away. So I applied the touch, pretty easy. Then I release the touch. And then to kind of clear us out so we can do it again, smell something delicious. So smell popcorn. Oh, smell popcorn. Okay. So then we start again, right? The state we want to go into, we're going to do it again because we're going to stack these. So when you stack it, it's even better. So now I remember the feeling. I have all this money. I feel great. Abundance is all around me. I just write checks. I spend money and more money comes in, and it's just so great. And I feel so amazing. You just feel, and then you just touch that point again. Okay. And release. Right? And then think about popcorn or the licorice. I don't smell licorice. I don't smell popcorn. So we'll do it again. We'll start here with how I'm entering the state. Abundance. Money's all around me. I can feel it. I can see it. I can smell it. I can hear it. I feel so great because money's all around me, and it's just a great feeling. As I feel that very high step, I'm going to apply the touch and release the touch, and then smell, I don't know, popcorn. So now if we take my finger and I just apply here, wow, I get all those same feelings right back again. So we just showed you tonight how to apply a touch anchor. There are lots of different types of anchors, but we started with a touch anchor because a touch anchor is very important. And you can do a touch anchor with really without anyone even knowing what you're doing. And I think that's a real cool thing. So you could do another one if you wanted to. Let's go ahead and do another one. Let's take this one and let's imagine that you're really confident. Maybe it was a time you were on stage. Maybe you were in front of a group. I'm going to take a time right now when I was really, really confident. I was speaking. Felt really good. I had an audience. And I commanded the room. People were listening. They were asking questions. I felt so amazing. And I had this poise of confidence. And it felt so amazing. And just at that time, I'm going to take these two fingers. I'm just going to clamp right here on my wrist, just like that. Okay? Confidence. Wow, it feels so good. Let go. Same thing. We're going to think about it again. How I felt when I was giving this presentation, how it was for me. It was absolutely, when I say astounding, it was absolutely amazing. So think up that feeling. How did you feel? So mine is about giving a keynote speech. And so, and I felt really good. I just felt really good. I mean, I felt so confident the way I was standing. My breathing was right on par. It was absolutely amazing. And I just felt, again, I commanded the room. People were asking me questions. Everything was so great. It was so comfortable. It was amazing. And I'll apply the touch. Okay, just how I'm doing it. And let go. And now I'll smell popcorn. Remember to smell popcorn or smell something so that you break the state. And we can go ahead and do it again. Up in front of that group. Really good, really confident. Showing them some things, explaining things. Just commanding the room and just making a difference. And you can see and hear and know from people that they're learning from you. Feels really good. Put that touch on your wrist. Let go and smell popcorn. So let's do it one more time. So the room is amazing. The room was big. It was air conditioned. It was comfortable. All these people, there was like maybe a few hundred people there. It felt great. They were asking me questions. And I was there commanding that room and teaching it away and giving keynote in a way that really was transforming people's lives right before my eyes. Right before my eyes. That's wild. That is really, really, really wild. And so just as I'm feeling that great feeling, put my hand around just like that and let go and smell popcorn or smell something else. And so now what we can do, guys, is we can actually test to see if those anchors actually work. So I could take my hand just like this. Wow, and I feel really confident. Let go. Feel really confident, right? I got that confidence feeling. How about taking this finger and touching right here by the wrist? Wow, it's like money just kind of pours into me. Amazing, right? You can create anchors for anything. You can create anchors by holding your fist. You can do your holding your finger. Anything you want, you can create an anchor for. And with a little bit of practice, you'll see that these anchors, ladies and gentlemen, they actually work. And they make a very, very big difference in your life because you're literally reprogramming yourself. You're reprogramming yourself. Right? You're reprogramming yourself with new things, with new rules. Right? And so when I go to my hand here and I take my one hand, I just put it like this, I feel really confident. I take this hand, I just put it like this. It's like, wow, well, this money's just around me, right? You get that money feeling. That's pretty amazing, guys. If you ask me, that is absolutely, when I say amazing, that is absolutely amazing. So we get triggered by different things. We're going to talk more about this in the week, but so we get triggered. The touch is a very easy way to put something in your wheelhouse without making a big deal, without making a lot of noise, right? I can do this very quietly and I can exude confidence. I could do this like this and I could exude more financial good feelings, right? So I think these are very important things to understand. And so we've just learned tonight how to set a touch anchor, a kinesthetic anchor, I should say. So first, we went over what is anchoring. We've done that before. That's the week. And then what we want to understand here is that the show's topic is how to anchor with touch. So first thing we talked about was enter the state you want to be in, right? Remember a time when you felt that way, see, hear, touch, feel, experience all those things right now. And then apply a touch. Could be a touch, could be a hold, could be a grab, whatever it is. And then once you've applied that touch, you do that when you're at the highest moment, when you're really, really high, you apply that touch. And then after a couple seconds, then you just release it. And then you smell something. Could be popcorn, could be some food, just so you break, the pattern of you in that state. You want to break it. Then you do the same thing all over again. You smell popcorn or smell something else. You notice it's not there. You break your state. You do it again. So now you're stacking. That's very, very powerful. Okay. And then we showed you how to test the anchor, right? Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you might have to reinforce the anchor. That can happen. You might have to reinforce the anchor. But you saw how easy it was for me to program that anchor, right? It didn't take a lot of work. It was actually fun, wasn't it? It was kind of fun. So you just kind of go into what you saw, what you heard. So you want to go back into that situation that you're in. Maybe you're trying to build an anchor for being funny, okay? You can remember what it was when you were funny, and you can put yourself into that state. So we talked about states the other day. You remember we went into that, right? So by knowing states, you're able to put yourself into that state, I mean, really, really easily, okay? Really, really easily. That is very, very important, guys. Putting yourself into that state, I mean, really, really easily. That is very, very important. All right. So then You apply the touch when you're at the peak of that moment, and then you release the touch. It could be a touch, could be a hold, could be a grab, but you're on it when it's the highest. Okay, that's the most important thing. And then after a few seconds, then you just let go, and then you smell popcorn, you smell something else, you notice it's not around, and bam, you're out of that state. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It has been an amazing privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you this fantastic evening on September 11th. And again, I do want to take this moment to offer my condolences to the families, relatives, and friends for the loved ones that were lost. Over 3,000 lives were lost in the 9/11 towers that came down in World Trade. So I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a tool. You have to practice it. Once you practice it, you'll get better and better at it. And so that's the key. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about another type of anchoring. We're going to do the same beginning, but there'll be something different we use to anchor it. All right, guys, have yourself a fantastic evening, and I'm going to catch you tomorrow with episode number 6. Be well, everyone, and have a fantastic evening.